Right, so what do I want to tell you about? This is my vaping Omega with a 510 Atty on it and an extension and a black drip tip. And it's alright, works great, but looks a bit So, and I'm a sort of messy person and I tend to drip more than I should, and all of a sudden it's all over the mod and over your fingers. So I got interested in shields for it. Well, I'm in the fortunate position of having my own workshop, so I went out and made some. That was just before Christmas. So since then I've been trying them out and yep, they work fine. So I thought I'd see if anybody was interested in them. And what I've done is I've made them out of a very colourful, bright resin. And this stuff looks great. I'll just put the wrong one on there. I want that for something else in a minute. Put the other one on. So I've got them in about 9 different colours. As you can see, that's the chocolate swirl. But unfortunately the video doesn't do them anything like justice, because you've got to catch the light across them nicely to see them at their best. A couple of changes to the ordinary shields. First of all, I've called them something else. I think Juice Trap's a much better name for them. And I've done away with the top O-ring and the vent holes. You don't really need it. They're say I've been trying them for a month, and the bottom O-ring's obviously got to be there because it stops the juice coming out the bottom, but the top O-ring's pretty much superfluous. The air draw goes down the sides of the Atty, between the Atty and the juice trap, and that's fine, so it doesn't need the vent holes at the top. This one's orange, yep, orange swirl with lots of nice colours in it. We've got that one, which is almost all white, a bit like mother of pearl. Yeah. We've got a nice tangerine coloured one, again with the swirls through it. Yeah, you see that. Polar ice, I think that one's called. Yep, polar ice. There you go. Green surprise. How about that? The shapes are pretty much, you know, as I feel like making them as they come off the lathe. Once we get sort of, if this takes off and people actually start to buy them, then we'll standardise on some shapes. But at the moment, I'm just doing what comes to me as I make them. Well, that was a green and red, by the way. This one is a blue surprise. There you go. And I've called this bubblegum lilac. It's got really nice patches in it, this one. Wait, look at that. Nicely iridescent. Wonderful stuff. Last but not least, back to where we started, chocolate swirl. Yeah. Now when you come to fit them, they're actually quite tight. They've got to be tight. If they're not, then it ain't going to work. But you can see, you know, just with the one O-ring on, they just push on and off quite nicely. There you go. That was that one on. And they do keep it nice and clean. Stop a lot of mess. Now the bit that I was going to show you earlier, that I showed you earlier by mistake, is I've actually put this one on a cartomizer. Obviously, because it's a carto, it doesn't serve any useful purpose whatsoever, apart from looking pretty. Now this is the correct length for an atomizer, for a 510 atomizer, but it looks alright. I'm quite pleased with that. So what I'm going to do is when I make another batch, I'll actually make them about 1/4 of an inch longer, so they come just to the mouthpiece. and I think they'll look quite nice. They'll be the same price as the ones for the atomizers, the proper juice traps, but just as a cover, yeah, I think that, look, I've gone out the shot, I think that looks alright. How's that? So that's about it really. If you'd like to know some more about it, it's juicetrap.co.uk. Just run it all together, all the W's, juicetrap.co.uk, and you can find out more information there. Thanks for watching. Bye.